Viewer discretion advised.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit was ahead of its time and really had some odd implications.
Yeah. You got more fucking coasters, don't you? I don't want to ruin the table. Having
been momentarily turned on by Jessica Rabbit in animated form, I've come to question these things.
That's a lot of people's like first sexual awakening was Nala from The Lion King and Jessica Rabbit. It was like
I saw a meme where it was like AI, but it was like a deer.
Yeah.
I think I might have sent it to the group chat. But the deer had some like cake and it's all like
deer was thick as hell, bro.
In the face, it was all Jessica Rabbit looking ass, and the caption said this deer better calm the fuck down.
You say you wanted to fuck that deer. You're trying to get it. I mean,
my
it's
inner
okay.
hillbilly might be coming out.
We live in Kentucky. You could fuck a deer if you want to. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
Listen, Florida man, you don't get to speak on these things.
Not that big of a deal. If you want to fuck a deer, you can fuck a deer. Well, who's gonna tell?
If you're watching this, I want you to drop where you're from in the comments and tell us the craziest stereotype about your hometown.
Is it that you fuck deer? Because I hope so.
If you can top that, then
I say chime in if you've ever fucked a deer.
Maybe we'll give you a shout out.
And was it okay? Did everything go okay after? Did you go home and eat dinner and go to sleep like a regular human being afterwards?
He genuinely wants to fuck a deer now. I've given him the idea. He's going to talk about it for another 10 minutes.
There are so many dead deer on the side of the road, dude. You could just go fuck one.
Dead?
Well, I mean, they're
next you're going to be talking about fucking dead male deer.
They'd be hard to catch alive. Well, I mean, if you're fucking an animal, a hole's a hole at that point. So male, female, it's whatever.
No.
What does that make you gay? If you fuck a dude deer, are you gay?
I would say so. I mean, think about it if it was cows.
Oh, I would never fuck a dude cow. Ever.
Fuck the bull, he's gay. He's gay.
Now, I've seen a couple itty cows. I would fuck it.
I'm done with you.
But a dude cow, never. Yeah, I think if you get to the point of fucking animals, gender is really like a whole... We're not worried about that at this point.
Don't even say that. We can't give anybody the impression that we don't give a fuck about gender because it's a real thing.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like in the animal kingdom. Animals aren't non-binary or trans. That's not how that works.
That's not how it works for humans either.
Well,
we are.
Apparently it is. I don't know.
Let's talk about this. I want to talk about this.
I hate
so much pent-up aggression about this.
I hate the fact that the term trans kids exists.
Fact.
Because why are your kids trans at all? It's a whole thing. I don't like any of it. I don't think people should be trans. It's a mental illness.
I don't know. I saw this guy, he was doing an interview, and he dropped a line that, like, solidified my support to this side. And he said, so if your genitals don't define your gender, why does cutting off your genitals change your gender? And this person, like, had no response. I have no response to that because
nobody
it
has
makes
response
sense.
to it. Yeah. What if I fuck the deer, but it turns out it's a trans deer?
It's a
trans deer, and I get tricked because I see its big deer titties that I didn't know were fake.
Antlers are kind of hard to hide, my brother.
No, because I'm progressive, got her antlers cut off and turned into regular head non-antlers. So I didn't even know.
Today we have traded pedophilia for bestiality. This is Dustin and I'm Lex.
It was trans deer, and I'm a progressive person.
Mm-hmm. Sounds to me like you were a bestiality
I got tricked.
enabler.
No,
you're an enabler.
No, but like I'm not gay though.
You're using liberal bullshit to justify the
I'm not
actions
gay.
of a
I'm
heinous
progressive.
individual.
You're the one who brought up deer, all right, and hot deer.
In Shepherdsville, there are victims of seriously heinous crimes. These are their stories.
Jump. Oh my god. If you got your dick chopped off, what would you want done with it? Speaking of trans people.
All right.
It's like what would you have it made into? Did you again put more rings on just to buy?
No, I was wearing these all
You were
day.
already wearing them? Okay,
Yeah, I went
okay.
out to Chili's.
All right, you got
Oh,
your
really?
Jack Daniels accessory, or not Jack Sparrow accessory.
I mean, no. Um,
Sorry, anyways, yeah, so if your dick was chopped off, you got to keep it, what would you like have it turned into?
honestly, I'd probably want like. All right, so this is like not to become trans or change my sexuality. Like it just gets chopped off in a freak accident.
Yeah, like you were playing by the railroad tracks, and then
Yeah.
and all of a sudden only
No,
your dick
no,
and balls were
no
laying over the
question
railroad
about it. I'm
tracks.
getting
Yeah.
an exact replica of my dick and a strap. I'm gonna get a strap on of my own dick.
Okay, but what are you gonna do with the old dick? You're gonna have it made into a
A
new
mason
ball stick.
jar. I didn't get to keep my testicle. I'm definitely keeping my dick.
So,
Like this thing was a legend.
my answer, R.I.P. to the greats. So my answer is I would want mine turned into a soap pump. Like you keep the soap in the balls, and then you pump it, and it comes out of the.
Oh, the
Like,
balls
turn
got
it
cut
in.
off too.
Yeah,
That
whole
changes
package.
things.
Whole pack. You're Ken Smooth down there in this scenario.
All right, in that case, I'd want it like somehow half mummified and like leatherized.
You could turn it into like one of those old water skins and drink from it.
I was kind of going something
Like put
similar.
wine in it.
You know how they can like stretch leather and shit?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I want them to stretch and tan my sack with the nut still in it, and then like dry the dick out to where it's a nice firm handle, and just stretch it and just make a weapon out of the ball. Just make a flail.
Yeah. Okay.
If I still got my one ball attached, I have to do something way cooler. Than
You'd
just
have
strap
to
on.
like metalize it. Like you'd have to bronze or like cast it in iron or something,
Yeah.
so that way it could be durable because that thing's gonna pop if the first thing you smack it against, or break into dust,
Hey,
depending
if
how
you
long
only
it's been
get
off your
one
body.
shot, one opportunity to
You
ball
take
slap
it,
somebody,
well,
you do it. You
let it
make it
slip.
count. You want that weapon to break. But you capture it.
Oh my god, there's nothing on mom's spaghetti. All right, so like that's the kind of stuff we can cut out.
What? Your mom's spaghetti?
Me
joke?
making bad jokes that nobody likes.
No, that's the kind of shit where we take just the audio and put it at the very end of an episode. That's way better than mom's spaghetti or some shit like that.
Should I start smoking meth to become more productive? Discuss pros and cons.
There are better ways. There are better ways.
I lack a lot of motivation in life, which is, oh, fuck, what's today? In 10 days, I have a therapy appointment. I'm starting therapy. Look at me. You got to talk to somebody about my problems.
You can talk to me, bro.
Yeah, but that's gay.
Yeah, going to therapy is so much.
Talking to
straighter.
your homies about your feelings is gay as hell, dude.
You have feelings? Gay.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So,
For the record, I'm always there for the brothers if they need me.
no, that's gay as hell, dog. You gotta go talk to a licensed professional, and then that's not gay, because they can give you drugs.
They usually give you dick, though.
I hope they don't give me a dick, because, again, I'm not gay. I was tricked by a trans deer, but I'm not gay.
Y'all notice how I don't have to keep reassuring you all that I'm not gay? I just want to point that out.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm not gay. I'm the only
I'm
one out
gonna
of two
cut
of us
out
with
the-
children.
I'm gonna
got
cut out the 4 frames where you're saying the word not.
gay.
She's like, I'm gay. I'm gay.
Okay, well, there's not as much good stuff in there as I wanted. Gatorade going back to their roots with a new fast twitch drink. They advertised it as having a fast twitch. So you know Gatorade was invented by the Florida Gators in like
Yeah.
1937 to
Yeah.
make black people be able to play football better. That's the whole reason they invented Gatorade.
So we have
They're
Pepsi to thank for
They're
the
like, well, if
NFL.
we pimp them, yeah. No, it was Florida. It was the University of Florida. It wasn't Pepsi.
Well, Pepsi eventually owned
Eventually,
Gatorade.
yeah, no, but they were like, how do we get those ends? Because that's probably what they said around there. How do we get those ends out there playing football better? Well, we'll just pump them full of sugar and fucking.
Wait. I just want to say this is a monumental moment. I've never heard you like censor yourself ever.
I was about to.
So that must mean this episode's going on YouTube.
I almost accidentally went full hard R, which I think we have said on YouTube before. What is this? This is a whole thing with just one note.
So it's like
That's not good.
I think we've lost momentum. We should smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Gotta do the shot. Oh, fucking.
Cheers. Prochnost.
Gosh damn. All right.
Oh man, next time we do shots, we should just tell everybody it's like some $2,000 Happy Meal.
Well, I mean, you didn't pour it on camera, so you're the one who fucked that.
Well, I mean, like, you know how
this
people,
this is some high class whiskey I'm drinking.
anybody who knows what it is gonna like be horrified that we're just shooting it instead of sipping it. Just be like, they just took, $600 shots each.
That's how we do, dog. I mean,
Yeah.
we big ballin'.
Ballin'.
We're clearly the kings. Sitting in your kitchen.
One king, two kings podcast, everybody.
I mean, the studio. That's what your kitchen's now named, just the studio.
Yeah.
As long as we're doing this here. Putting up the facade of fancy living. So.
Yeah. We got a half-ass tapestry hanging on the door.
No, that's a $6,000 tapestry. Don't even worry about it.
Hey, just because it's made with Russian silk
Russians.
doesn't mean it's not wrinkled as a motherfucker.
I don't even iron that shit, dog.
Throw it in the dryer.
This is a good one. If you got a finite amount of boners in your life, let's say around maybe 500,000 or so, like throughout your entire life, how many do you think you have left?
Do you even survive 500,000 days? Did we live that long?
Yeah.
Hold on. How many years is 500,000 days?
Let's see. Well, you got to think also your dick can get hard more than once in a day.
Yeah, but if it starts getting up to like 8 or 9 times a day, that's going to be a select few men. You got to think about
You mean like every 13-year-old? Every 13-year-old who just learned how to jerk off?
For every 13-year-old out there who just learned how to jerk off, there's 2 old men who can't even get it up anymore.
All right, let's see.
So it's not the entire population.
65. That's not that. 65 times. What's the average lifespan? We got to figure that out. That's important
Wait,
information.
65. Where'd the 65 come from?
365.
365. What was the number we already threw around? What were we even talking about?
Number of boners. 500,000 boners in your life.
500,000 boners. Like, how many days
72 years.
is 500,000 days?
72 years is the average lifespan. So 365 days times 72 equals 26,000.
Yeah. So I'm saying 500,000 boners is a little bit.
I get hard a lot, all right? The wind blows and I'm hard.
In order for
So
statistics to matter, they have to apply to everyone.
All right.
So
Well, fine. Let's lower it. Let's say you got 20,000.
20,000.
20,000 boners in your life. How many do you think you have left?
Whoa, that's good. That's good. God, I'm probably down to like 5 G's, man.
Do you think that there's any that you wasted?
Absolutely.
Just you let them go.
Either let them go or I did
blue balls.
something that wasn't worth it.
Have you ever gone soft inside?
Once.
What?
Bitch had a dirty belly button, dude.
Oh.
It was just staring at me and growling.
Oh,
and shit.
no.
And she was like, oh my God. All right.
You would fuck a bitch with a dirty belly button.
I've never had the desire to fuck like a sex doll, but she literally laid there like.
Oh, I've had a couple of those before, and I'm like, can you make a noise, please?
And I actually, in one of our old episodes, told the story about how I only fucked her to get back at her dad because he stole weed from.
Because
his best
he was
friend.
fucking her.
No. I just had to get in there and prove I was better. No. Wow. I did try to fuck her sister a few years later, though.
All right. But the dad got to it first, so.
Probably.
This is Kentucky.
Like trailer
This is
trash, you know what I mean?
Kentucky trailer people. This is just what they do. Sad fact. And if you got to make a new law about anything.
To like modernize the laws of society.
Yeah, like everybody gets to pitch in. You get to make. They say, Lex, what's your law?
Oh man, I don't even know. had really like 8 intrusive thoughts already. But honestly, I think it should be a
Was
law that,
legalized
like,
cocaine one of them? Because that's
I think anytime two people want to fight to the death, they should be allowed to.
mutual combat to the death.
Yeah.
That's fun. That would be good. Yeah,
I mean, I don't think legalized human trafficking.
it's your law. You get to make it. You say this is the law, and it comes into effect.
I feel like somebody out there is going to make 100 laws to counteract my law.
I mean, maybe. I'm not saying that they will make counter laws to your laws, but
And I mean, once they turn 18, they're free to go.
once they outgrow the dog cage, I mean, I guess I gotta get rid of them. You know? It's like when the goldfish gets too big for the tank. When you buy a bigger tank, no, you get rid of the goldfish.
No, they're just expired at that point. Leo DiCaprio's got it all wrong.
So now you're making the pedophile.
25 is way too old. Sorry, I'm just trying to make you feel more in your element.
That's what it is. So you like legalize pedophilia, then, is what you're getting.
No.
One kid for every.
Just trafficking. Just the trafficking. I can make millions.
Just moving bitches. Oh man, yeah. I don't know. I would probably go with some drug stuff. I'd probably just legalize all the drugs.
That's been done before.
No, what? All of them? No, it hasn't.
Amsterdam, bro.
Yeah, and Amsterdam's a dope place that people love to go visit.
Well, you just negated yourself because it's been done, like I said.
Well, yeah, no, but I'm talking about like here in the society we live in.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the Declaration of Independence and shit. That has nothing to do with Amsterdam. I'm talking about here in America where we live. Our laws are old, outdated. Fucking in Michigan, you're not allowed to chain an alligator to a fire hydrant. It's
In Kentucky, you can't walk around a horse race with an ice cream in your back
yeah.
pocket.
I'm sure that happened at one point. It caused
Yeah.
a real problem.
No shit, stolen horses. I think it's still a rule that like when it comes to horses, like if the horse is on your land, it's your fucking horse.
Could you imagine going to jail for that though? Like, what are you in for? Like, well, all right. I had 2 ice cream cones in my hand, and then I got a phone call. So real quick, I stuck one of the ice cream cones in my back pocket. Next thing I know, handcuffs. Crazy shit. I mean, I was just trying to enjoy my time at Derby. And
Apparently, this horse like cut across all the other horses.
he trampled 16 people to get to the ice cream in
Yeah.
my back pocket. Are you fucking kidding me?
They actually made a law. I know it sounds lame, but I'm legend, man.
No, that's like I said, the Michigan alligator fire hydrant thing. It's on the 2. Like, there's the crazy laws in every states are fun.
I feel like we should do an episode where I get to just hit you with a fire extinguisher.
Why? Because you work with fire extinguisher?
Because I know how fun they can be.
I've set them off before. They're cool, I guess.
I just know you'd be choking on ABC powder for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. That sounds like a terrible time.
All right. Well, if we can get our viewers to donate like $200, you're doing it. Right.
All right, yeah, then that's there's the money involved, of course. So, I mean, that would be like, well, Lex, we're just going to podcast in my house. You get no inhaler.
Oh, man.
Same thing. Yeah, all right. Oh, well, you don't want to do that, do you? That doesn't sound like a fun time for you, does it?
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh,
I'll
man.
just have to get a GoPro and like prank you one day. Just walking up on the porch and I just have a fire extinguisher over here. I'm like, hey, dude, think fast.
Jackass style. Well, it's not the holidays. It is the holidays. This was old 420 stuff.
Nice.
So since it's the holidays, let's talk about kinks. I enjoy cutting bitches during sex.
Really?
Yeah, I got a couple scars on
And now,
me.
is it like a blood thing or just like a power thing, a hurting thing? You just
A
like
little bit of yes and yes, a little bit of both. I am into doming a little bit. I was a dom at one point in my life. I
gotta have family.
exactly.
Dom.
I drove a fucking old Charger. I fucking raced around with a bunch of dudes. I was dom. Whatever his last name is.
Toretto, I think.
Toretto is what I was saying. That was me. Yes, I mean, I enjoy cutting bitches. I've got one on my chest. I've got one down here on my leg, and then one up here on my arm. That one is from...
Oh, so you like being cut by bitches?
No, so I've only let 2 ladies cut me. I have left my mark on several different ladies, though. Yeah.
So, like, what is your number? Like, we never got to talk about
Oh yeah. Well, what's your kink first?
my
Before we get
kink.
off topic. What's your do you like feet? Are you a fucking feet guy, you weirdo?
No. I'm a filming guy.
You just like
It's
filming.
like
I
10 times
mean,
hotter if I can get it on camera.
okay. Like it does something for you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's the thing, 'cause like I
Like,
film
watching
myself.
my own porn, like,
Well, so that's
I
different.
get there so much quicker.
Yeah, everybody does because you can bring yourself back to that point in time.
Yes, sir.
So that's a different. I mean, like I've got videos of me doing that too, and if I'm ever just like scrolling on Pornhub for too long, I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's hit the
Let's
fucking
get back to
classics.
Old Faithful. You
Yeah,
know?
and yeah, you can bust way faster just because of that. But like,
I don't know, like, I don't know about kinks. You want to hear a kink? Like, honestly, like, destroying
you
throats.
like shit on your
No, throats. Throats are my thing.
All right, you like a good throat fuck.
Yeah,
That's a good kink.
that's the best.
Yeah, there you go.
Like grabbing her hair and just, or like she's hanging off the bed with her head like this.
Yes,
And
I'm
you can
not
see her
really.
throat do this, you know,
I mean,
like a fucking frog.
I'm not a super fan of that. Like, I'll engage in some stuff.
Well, I mean,
the
if I
lady's
couldn't
into
reach
it.
halfway down a chick's throat, I wouldn't like it either.
Yeah,
But
you know, I mean, it's really like it's a game of numbers. So
it's a big dick game.
that's that's not a young man's game. That's a big dick
If
man's
you're not
game.
halfway into one of her lungs, it's just not as much fun.
Oh man, is that? Were you attempting to rhyme that? Is that what that was?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm too stoned for
It's,
that shit.
it sounded like you're trying to be real cool there. If you can't get along, then it gotta be fun.
Not quite.
I think it's about 60 something.
What is?
My number.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I pictured around 40, maybe 20, 30 or 40 for you.
I think last time I counted it was
I think you
about-
probably had way more game than I gave you credit for back in the day.
Yeah, I wasn't always this guy.
See, what I never knew, and it's because, like I said, me and Amy went so long without seeing each other at certain points in time in our history. So I never knew if you met her before or after she lost all sense of standards. So, like, I couldn't judge off of that.
I think I added her on Facebook.
How long before you hit?
Oh, a couple years.
Okay, well, then she might have.
It took me a while to get her to meet in face to face.
Right.
Well, I almost convinced her to move up to New York with me whenever I lived up there in like 2018.
She was going to go hitchhiking with me in 2018.
Oh,
She
was looking for some adventure apparently
Yeah.
at some point. It was around like 2017, 2018 when I added her on Facebook. It was just one of those like, oh, she's cute, add her on.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we started talking a little bit, and I almost convinced her to move up there with me. Like, even to this day, she said a couple of times, she's like, yeah, I remember that. I almost moved up.
No, she didn't.
She probably didn't. But yeah, then I moved back here to the area in like 2020-ish. And
Why? No.
well, I was on the streets in Florida, essentially. People had called the cops on me for having a warrant, so I had to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually that was after me and baby mama had broken up, and we were still living together for like 3 months after that, still sleeping in the same bed. Yeah, it was rough. Yeah, I would say it's about 2021 probably before we finally hung out. And then I couldn't get rid of the dumb bitch. I almost said something a little bit worse, but bitch is respectable.
What? When you gonna think
I was gonna call her a whore.
I don't know how often she really gets paid. She does it for free too much. To make
No,
her.
no, that's like a prostitute.
Well,
Like,
that's a whore.
just
It's the
being
definition of a whore. Being a slut is doing it for free.
I mean, you're splitting cunt hairs at that point.
Yeah.
No matter what she is, people get what I'm saying.
Just easy.
She's that lady.
She's easy.
Oh, she sure is. That's funny. So actually the friend that I was telling you about from 9th grade that I still have now that lives in Colorado, I was talking to her on the phone one time and she accidentally, I don't think it was on speakerphone or something, but called my baby mama, my daughter's mom, the easy girl because she and she heard that and due to this day she still refers to her as like, so you still with the easy girl? Like, no, No, not
That's
anymore.
awesome.
There was the easy girl. There was the fat girl for a little while.
So
I had me a fat girl.
92.
All right. I kind of honestly expected higher out of you.
If I hadn't slowed down over the past 5 years, yeah. Because like before I got with Caitlin, I was single for like 3 years, just like not even wanting to fuck with women.
I've been single for like
I got laid a
5
little bit,
years.
but usually it was repeats that didn't really add to my
Right,
body,
right,
you know?
yeah.
I've done a lot of repeats.
Yeah, yeah.
And I lost my virginity. It was this chick, like I had to talk her into it for like 2 hours. We're laying in bed and I'm like begging and pleading and reassuring her that it's not going to be a one night stand and all this. She's like, I just don't want to be a hit it and quit it. And then like I finally smash, and like 10 minutes later, she's like, let's go again. So we go again. And it's a miracle that my sister didn't wake up. She was asleep on the floor with her other friend. This was just my sister's friend. She was over for my sister's party.
Fucking around other people's always fun.
Yeah. So we smashed twice, and like I'm 16, I'm losing my virginity. I just fell in love, obviously.
Right.
And she was so worried about it being a one night stand, and then she fucking ghosted me after that. Like typical. Dude, bitch had melons like this. I shit you. I'll show you pictures.
Was she
later.
fat?
She was a little thicker.
Was it fat titties? Yeah.
Just like, God, they were big. But she had like that hot goth girl vibe to her.
Oh, well, when they're younger, though, they're not saggy yet.
When she was 19.
Oh, how
I
old
was
were
15.
you? When you lost your virginity?
I think I
was too.
Fucking banging ass 19-year-old with big titties. So I might as well have lost it when I was 12.
What? That doesn't. I don't think those numbers add up at all. She raped you, technically, statutorily.
You can't rape the willing.
Yeah, I mean you can.
I mean,
if those numbers are reversed, it's way worse. Or, I'm sorry, if those genders are swapped.
oh,
If
yeah.
you were the 19-year-old fucking a 16-year-old, now it's like you're the creep.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh man.
How many threesomes have you had?
2.
Nice.
One with 2 ladies, and then one accidentally with another guy.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, we woke up having sex, and then the guy decided to join in. And then he grabbed my dick, and my dick was grabbed by another man and immediately went soft. And I was no longer involved in the threesome.
Okay. Okay.
That's the only time I've ever gone soft, completely soft during sex.
Um,
Otherwise, I have a very hard dick all the time.
I had 2 threesomes, one of which was fucking legendary.
The 2 ladies was a lot of fun.
They were both 2 ladies. And then I had a foursome where it was me and my girl and then another couple. It was the fat one who I anally assaulted
Hey.
in a hotel room.
I don't know if I'd say that on camera, but you know, whatever.
No, she wanted it. She liked it. She loved it.
I mean,
That's
you
why
say
I
that
wasn't-
now, but
It's why it turned me off, because she loved it so
But-
much.
but
Like, I
then-
wanted to hear ow, and I heard, yeah, deeper. I'm
but
like,
then you
what?
use the word assaulted, so it's like.
You use the word rape like every 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean it's different though, because I didn't rape the lady that I'm talking about.
Oh,
This is
my
a
word.
hypothetical
My assault is more valid because it's more politically
because you
correct.
did it. Because it's there. You're admitting to committing assault.
I'm gonna get her to come on camera one day.
I'd be like, I was cool with it.
For the
It's
record.
chill. Just
She'll be over here picking her meth scab saying, "So you don't want to rail me?"
Oh no, I'm okay.
You can ask Zach about this chick,
Did
dude.
you fuck her with him?
No, but she fucked us both. She fucked the whole fucking friend group, dude. She's a homie hopper and a half.
Oh, that's a lot. See, I don't really have any homies to hop to, which is nice.
I thought we were friends, man.
I
A
mean,
kid could potentially start fucking you and then see me and be like, you know what? It could happen.
it had the old bull. Now she wants the young cat.
You're not that much older than me.
It's from Step Brothers.
Yeah. Shit.
It was a reference. Yeah. I don't know. Having sex really isn't as important to me as it used to be.
Yeah.
Because, like, as I'm getting older now, I'm just like, it's a lot of work.
Yeah. I mean, like, if it comes to you, great.
Right. Like, if Amy hits me up and is like, hey, can I come over? I'm like, sure. Like, but it means going to probably to fucking Louisville or some shit like that from Shepherdsville That's a good 20 to 25 minute
Yeah.
drive to get anywhere out there.
And like as soon as you're done, she's gonna tell you to leave anyway because
Right.
her boyfriend's coming over.
So yeah, so probably. So I'm gonna go bust a nut just to drive back home where I could have just jerked off and been done with the whole fucking thing. It's just like it's not worth the effort at this point.
Especially not her, man.
Oh no.
Maybe if it was somebody a lot hotter. Especially if you haven't smashed before. Yeah.
I mean, if and even then, it's like she would have to show some kind of interest in me, because like I don't approach women like
You're not
that I
taking
think
that
are
drive.
hot. You know.
You're not taking that drive unless it's gonna be a sure thing.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, it's a lot of work. It was not last year, the year before. I fucked like 4 different ladies in 2 weeks, and I was like, this is exhausting. Like I don't have the time or the want for this anymore.
When they're like, you're talking to other chicks, I'm like, man, I don't got the time for
like,
that.
we're not dating. Go away.
I mean, even if we were like, shit, dating you and your 3 other personalities, where am I gonna have the time to fucking talk to hoes?
Yeah. Yeah. And then every time I think about it, I'm like, I want a girlfriend. And then I think about a girlfriend moving into my house where I've lived alone for 5 years, and I'm like, nah, that sounds fucking terrible, because she's just gonna do bitch at me because of the way I live. Like, I'm good.
Essentially, yeah.
So that way I can fuck. I'll just jerk off. It's fine. Like, I don't need pussy that bad.
Not when you've had it enough for 2 lifetimes.
Right. Like, well, fuck. Like, Richard's fucked like 10 ladies maybe, and he has 5 kids. That's not interesting content though. If you want to fuck a deer, you fuck a deer. Well, who's gonna tell?